Hey, homeschool moms and dads, thank you. This is reason number 4, the fourth reason why we are happy that we homeschooled our kids, and that reason is this. Our kids are some of our best friends.
Yeah.
When they became adults, we began to switch that hat from being parent to child to being friends. And again, this did not happen by accident. This was purposeful parenting that we did, trying to really raise our kids to love us and for us to love them. Just want to share some things very quickly just to encourage you. I have here a letter. On it, it says Coach. And if you'll
Yeah.
recall,
That's what we talked about, I think, in one of our earlier episodes, that I did most of the academic part of homeschooling, but Bob kind of put the PE in by, especially with the boys, our two sons, coaching their homeschool basketball teams. You know, how many dads get the opportunity to coach their sons through high school basketball? Well, with homeschooling, my husband had the opportunity.
such great memories of seeing the last second three-point shot go through, win the game, things I will never forget. But it had a huge impact on him. If I were to open up this letter and read it, I would cry.
Him being our son.
Yeah,
our son, our
I
older
would
son.
cry. So that started off with, that was the first time something like that really happened with our children that wrote that. 2 notes from our daughter Elise, just talking about thanking me for being her dad. She did come back one time. She worked overseas. She's done a lot of counseling and therapy, so to say. And in one of the therapies, they asked her to rate her father. And she later told me that I got a 10 out of 10. And the counselor said, I've never heard anybody
Have that
give their
type of
dad
relationship.
have that type of a relationship.
Yeah, that was very special.
That was
really,
very
how did that
special.
make you feel?
Oh, to the moon. I mean,
Yeah.
it was amazing. And
warmed
to
your
know that I
heart.
had that.
And you know, parents, just like I did with my mom, there were times during high school, remember the 15, 16-year-old daughters, where the mom and the daughters kind of rub each other wrong sometimes. But we prayed through it. I prayed through it. And now that they're in their late 20s and, as they got through college and after, we've become good friends as well. And I do remember my daughter, who was living overseas, as a missionary working, teaching, thanking me so many times for all the ways I served her, when she was over there. And it really drew us closer.
You think they're not watching.
But they are watching.
They're watching.
And our youngest one, it's a son, and he and I are really close, and he's close to you as well. But even now, he's 26 now, and when he's home, he just gives me so much joy, and he feels the same, and we can just talk like best friends. And he'll share stuff with me, I'll share stuff with him, and I feel like he's truly one of my best friends, and he's my son. So I do believe those years of homeschooling, the times where, I remember specifically with my youngest, he loved to listen. He was an auditory learner. So I remember even at 11 and 12 years old, he'd be putting his head in my lap while I read to him some biography of Orville and Wilbur Wright or Thomas Edison. And it was his favorite way to learn history. Forget those textbooks, but read biographies and, sitting on the couch, mom scratching his back or whatever. So, but
Those years of sowing into your kids will pay off as they become adults and appreciate all the things that you've done for them. Yeah. 2 last quick samples. My daughter gave me this.
Yeah,
my daughter Abigail, our third one. If I didn't have you as a dad, I'd choose you as a friend.
How do you feel on that one?
Wow, that another heart tug. I mean, it made me feel incredibly good.
Yeah.
I helped her move from one apartment to the next, and she said, "Dad,
you're the only one that really
helped,
for me.
that showed up." And so I got that after that, and it meant the world. And then you.
Yeah, and then my other daughter, who's just engaged, going to be married later this year. She said, the next best thing to having you for a mom is knowing my children will have you for a grandma. So, she's not married, not having children yet, but she can't wait to have kids because she loves me so much. She wants me to be their grandma, you know. So that really made me feel right in my heart. So
reason number 4, we encourage you, hang in there, keep pressing on,
It's
keep
worth
taking those family vacations. And just a real quick side note, when we celebrated our 30th anniversary, our kids wrote down, they did a little project for us, we didn't know about it, but why we appreciated you as parents, and each one of them commented, you took us on family vacations.
yeah.
That was
1 week a year.
1 week a year. That was one of the key things that they remembered. Keep doing that. Keep investing in your kids. It will pay off. They will give you plaques like this. They will write you notes like this. They will be your good friends as adults, so that when you have your family gatherings,
Yes.
it will be sweet.
Yes.
So
Those
sweet.
little family reunions where we're playing board games, we're doing badminton tournaments, we're seeing who can make the best dinner and having a cook-off, and and they thought up all these fun ideas, and we don't have to spend a lot of money going out places, but we enjoy our time together, all of us.
Yes.
We are so thankful that we did homeschool for 20 years.
Kudos, guys. Hang in there. Keep
Don't
pressing
give
on.
up. You can do it.